Hi, guys. Welcome to my fitness channel where I will be documenting my journeys getting fitter, getting trimmer, getting stronger, and whatnot. I'm at the gym. I'm doing isometric holds because I want to be able to hold heavy weight steadily for long periods of time. So I was holding it for about, I want to say like 30 seconds to a minute, depending on the weight. And then I was taking like the same amount of time in breaks. So I did this for a little bit. It was fun. When I was getting hot, when I was getting extra sweaty, I rolled up my arms. But what I really like about this is I can see how my form when I'm holding tends to be slowly slipping. And that's something I have to work on. Maybe that means I have a better initial hold or not. But I'm also recording this to see my own forms. And this was the second day, or at the second time I did the rower machine. I kind of did the rower one day, the first day I did it, and then I fell into a YouTube hole and I was trying to do this exercise they talk about where you're just pushing up with the legs first, and you're pushing with the legs and the body, then you're pushing with the legs, body, and pull. I forget the name of the exercise. I was trying to do it. Anyway, I really enjoy the rower. I really do. I feel like once I get the hang of it, me and her are going to be locked in, locked all the way in. It's not as exciting from this angle and at the speed. I want to say this was 16x maybe, um, but I do enjoy it. I need to find something better to hold my phone in. These pants, these leggings don't have pockets. The leggings I wore the next day did, so that wasn't so much of an issue. But I probably should get like one of those armband things where you just put your phone or your device in and it's on your arm, specifically for when I'm on the rower. But yeah, I'm trying to do hit 500 times. I say taking pictures of my 500 times, or when I do the set period of time, see how far I go. I'm trying to take pictures of my stats for future reference. Okay, but for now, again, it's just making sure my form. And then this day, I think the last thing I did was this. I don't know if this is I don't think this is the bike. I forget what this machine is called, but I did this for about 10 minutes. And at some point, it looks like my feet are going backwards. They were not. They were always going forwards. It's just the speed again. This first day, I was recording everything time lapse at 16x. After the fact, I went down to 8. We'll see how that ends up being moving forward in terms of recording um, video for myself and whatnot. But maybe I won't use my phone. Maybe eventually I'll get a designated camera. Who knows? So this is the next day, and I had been eyeing the free weights. And different times in the gym, you have different peaks of attendance of people around certain areas. But at this point, my sister was also doing arms, just like, let me just go for it. And I did. And I had been sitting doing some exercises with some dumbbells, but I was like, I want to use this barbell. And I did. I was just kind of practicing certain exercises, making sure my form was good, making sure my back wasn't rounded, la da da da. Eventually, I did go and get a 40-pound weight, but I was doing it with a 20-pound weight. And, isometricals and all that, but when you do things very slowly, it's also that type of pain. And the 40-pound was hurting me. And it's crazy because I'd be picking up 40-pound kids, 30-pound kids, 20-pound kids all the time, my nieces and nephews. Like, so why is it hard for me to hold this behind my neck? But that's why I'm doing this, to strengthen those joints and whatnot. So I was taking breaks, and I was also listening to pan music, best believe. I was having a time at the gym. I surely was. And so, like I said, this is day 2. This is Thursday, and I initially wasn't gonna do anything on the rower, but the rower was calling me. Okay, and this was a session because the clip it's today, Thursday. We're all filmed at 8x. This is a clip it of me doing a 500-meter row. I want to say it took me about like 2.5 to 2:45 to do that, and then I was on the stairmaster again for a bit. I'll give it some more goes. The stairmaster. It's not super my jam yet, but we'll get there. I'm thinking. It's what, yeah. Well, it took me a while to get my heart rate down. So I was just stopped and breathing after the fact, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get familiar. Me and the stairmaster. Oh yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to follow along. This is just progression of some stats on the rower, and I hope to really be able to double down on getting those numbers low. Thanks for watching.